Hello, YouTube. This is Master from Spooky Gamers, and I did some battling off screen, but I saved the replays so that you guys can watch them. Although there is a bit of a problem. I got the capture card, but found out it is not compatible with 3DS. Apparently, 3DS is extremely annoying to be able to capture. So right now, the best option is to use camera, but I can still record like Smash Bros. And the related, maybe some Destiny if anyone's interested, but I'll have to see if there's an alternative. Maybe I can send it back or something, depending on what happens, because a large portion of the channel is going to be built around Pokemon battles. Yeah, but anyway, enough with that. I have the battles. There are 3 of them. There's Dumb Minicam, Kippy, and Not So Ginger. So I'm going to play it normal and see how much that works, and I'll see how much I can remember. So I started out with Swampert. They sent out a Ninjask. Oh yeah, no. I sent out a Ninjask. Ninjask is probably one of my favorite Pokemon just because it's really easy to set up. I already have 2 times attack and speed. I use Protect. And they go for the Toxic, although I protect myself. It wouldn't have made much of a difference anyway. So I'm up to 2 times attack and speed. And then right then I Baton Pass into my Kecleon. It was honestly the only physical attacker I had. So they use Toxic, I get the 6. And then I use Fake Out. Probably a waste of a move, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. So the Toxic got me down to 88. I hit it with a Drain Punch, which kills it, and I get the health back. But other than that, it doesn't really do anything. And, it killed it. So then they bring out Giratina Origin, and I use Knockoff to get it down to 10. And then they hit me with an Earthquake, does decent 27, although Kecleon's still out there. So then I hit the Knockoff again, because the Drain Punch wouldn't hit, and I get the leftovers, but I'm down to 13. So at this point I have the option to either attack or retreat. So I use the Drain Punch, see if I can survive. And they hit me with a substitute, but it's too weak. So I get health back, and now I'm pretty much guaranteed to die. I use Knockoff. It had a White Herb, probably for like Leaf Storm, I guess. So then Kecleon dies, but I've already swept literally half his team. So then I bring back out Ninjask to set up another sweep. I use Swords Dance to see what it'll do. He uses Crunch, that gets me down half my health, although I get the leftovers back. And it's poison, so it's probably using Facade. I use Protect, so that I can build it up again. Uses Facade, I Protect. And then I go again. I'm pretty sure I use Baton Pass on this one. No, I go for the X-Scissor because I don't have any more physical attackers. Uses Close Combat. Ninjask survives it like Beast. I restore some health. Because Ninjask, all it really needs, if it's going to be used to sweep, it just needs like defense and special defense so that I can survive to hand it off. So Ursaring dies. Rest in kill. And then they send out Jolteon, which I use X-Scissor, get a lot of damage on it. Sadly, it survived, and that's where Ninjask falls. But I still have 4 Pokemon left. So then at this point, I send out Seismitoad, who is completely resistant, and they Baton Pass it back into Swampert. I hit it with a... No, I miss... Oh, no. I set up a Rain Dance, so they go into Swampert. I hit it with a Hydro Pump, and that gets a lot of damage, although sadly it will not kill. So I go again, and for whatever reason, it kills this time. I mean, using statistics, it wouldn't have killed. And then they forfeited. So that's the first match. And the next one's against Kippy. So here, I sent out Rapidash. Yeah, this time I'm on the right side, and I'm not a girl. So I sent out Lapras. They use Earthquake. At this point, I'm pretty sure I substitute. Yeah, I substitute. They go for a Play Rough, knocks down the substitute. I'm back up. I use Ice Beam, knock out 41. They use Play Rough, and it misses, and I'm very satisfied about that. So then they bring it out into a Wailord, which is like the beast of all HP. And I'm pretty sure I was... No, I can't check, but I'm pretty sure I was like Choice Spect. And it thaws out the first turn. So that was pretty bad. Yeah, it was definitely a disadvantage. I used Thunderbolt, get a lot of damage on it. Uses Hidden Power to knock it down. So at this point, Wailord's dead. Oh, but it actually attacks first. I thought I was gonna kill it, but for whatever reason it changed. You know, screw statistics again. So I hit it with a wild charge that does surprisingly little, but I have the Intimidate, so that's probably why. I send into Shuckle, who has the defense and everything, and I'm pretty sure that I get into a setup standpoint from here. Yep, Sticky Web, that helps a lot. Back up to 88. It puts in a substitute. I Stealth Rock. This was a bad decision. I should have attacked it. So it uses spikes, and I realize I have to get it. So I use Infestation, which I'm pretty sure is 2x ineffective. It has speed boost. Right after its speed got boosted, I'm like, oh, I'm screwed, I'm screwed, I'm screwed. Why didn't I kill it? So then at this point, this thing could be a real threat. Because I've hit it like 3 times with an Infestation, and it hasn't even removed one substitute. So it hits me with a Mega Horn, get down to 38. And the Infestation still doesn't do crap. It's at 3.5x speed. If it had Swords Dance, it would use it. But I'm not sure if it had Swords Dance. But it uses Mega Horn, gets me down. I hit it with Infestation again, and start to lose all my faith in Shuckle's offensive abilities. Alright, it can't switch out because it's infested. I think it works like that. I'm not sure how it works with a substitute. So it hits me with a Mega Horn and kills my Shuckle. And whatever I switch into has to hit the spikes. It takes out 1/4 of my health. See, now it can finally Baton Pass into Cramble. And it has Sticky Web, but it's still almost max. I Flare Blitz it away, and I'm pretty sure that he can go for an Earthquake or something. Yeah, it goes for the Earthquake, Rapidash dies. I'm down to 3, and he still has his full arsenal of Pokemon. So I bring out Cradily in a futile attempt to try to kill it. I Toxic, and the Toxic would help considering I'd stall, but most of my Pokemon are done. And it uses Heal Bell right then, but I can use Recover to get back to full health. So that definitely helps. It uses Crunch. I counter with Giga Drain, which takes out 1/3 of its health. But the Leftovers prevents it from dying. It brings out Scolipede. I'm pretty sure I use Rock Slide. Oh no, I use Giga Train. I think it was when he switched. But here, yeah, I bring out the Rock Slide. Knock away their substitute instantly. At least 1/4 of his health is gone. It misses the Mega Horn. I kill it with the Rock Slide, so there's its probably the best Pokemon. So then it brings out Deoxys. And it's 3-5. I send out Cresselia so that I can resist the Psychic. It ruins its spell. I bring out Cresselia. I use Calm Mind. You know, gotta use some meditation in the middle of a battle. It knocks off my Leftovers, which kind of sucks, but I guess it wasn't that necessary. So I'm kind of going for a sweep here. And here I could probably set up another one and then kill Deoxys. Uses knockoff, I'm down to 8, and I use Moonblast, which kills it. So I am down 3. Well, I'm not even sure if Cresselia counts as 1 anymore. But I hit Psychic. It misses the Toxic, which helps a lot for me, but Cresselia's gonna die anyway. So I decide that I'd rather kill the Hippowdon rather than send out my Cresselia later and get a possible kill. So the Digging Stones, he gets Sticky Webbed, and Cradily gets the Intimidate, but it doesn't matter because it can Giga Drain it. So at this point, I've come back and it's now 2-2. So I'm kind of on a roll right here. So he evolves into a Mega. My attack falls again. It's double Intimidate. Why would you do this? But I use Toxic, get it down. And it's slowly gonna die. The Thunderbolt doesn't do crap. I use Giga Drain, heal myself back up. Sandstorm subsides. Didn't do much to me anyway. It was actually kind of advantageous. But at this point, I can bring down its Manatrix with just Cradily. Cradyly's just out here nodding its head side to side, just mocking everyone. So up against Wailord, it uses Toxic. It's gonna die anyway. But the Ice Beam, it knocks out half my health, and I'm like, come on, Cradily, your head nodding won't go down for nothing. So then I kill it without even revealing my final Pokemon, and since this is a replay, I forget what it is. But, yep. And thank you, Kippy, for being a good sport. Almost everyone forfeits. We actually had a conversation. Oh, right, I had a Zangoose. Yeah. I was actually talking. It was one of my more favorite battles, because generally people just, like, they don't say anything at all. But we actually had a pretty decent conversation. And then there was me raging about how it thought on its first turn. But that was 40 turns, so it's a pretty decently long battle. So then now we're on to our final one, called, Not So Ginger. So I'm not sure how that works. Maybe, like, they dyed their hair or something? You know, I don't know. I probably don't care. So this is the final battle. And these are all battles. Like, I've played, like, 10 battles. I picked out these 3 because they were good ones. So I will play. Start out Aridos. No. Okay, so I'm on the other side. I use a belly drum to get up 4 attack. And the citrus. So it gets out the toxic spikes. I get a free kill on Aridos. And it looks like that I'm probably going to sweep. He doesn't know I have the Shadow Claw. So I kill another one of his Pokemon. And it's kind of looking grim for him. I use Seed Bomb. It does a decent amount. But the Stone Edge managed to get a crit. I'm not sure if it really would have made a difference. So I send out Registeel. And I use Seismic Toss to kill it. But then he sends out a Registeel himself, so it's Registeel-ception. That was terrible, but you know. So he puts out Curse, and it looks like he's going to try to sweep again. So I Thunder Wave him in the hope that I can attack first and maybe get him paralyzed a few times so he can't attack. I bring out Liepard, it gets poison, gets rocks. Registeel is paralyzed, so it grants pretty much free passage. Sorry. So I Encore to use Curse. He doesn't even care because he's already so high in stats. Not high in other stuff. So I put out Substitute. It's paralyzed. So it's looking pretty good unless the poison kills me. I use Dark Pulse, and it does 20. So I'm pretty sure at this point he loses the Encore. Yeah, the Encore ends. I don't think I noticed that. I use Dark Pulse. It's down to 28. It's paralyzed. He can't move. It looks like I'm going to kill him at this point. I use Dark Pulse, he's down to 5. He uses Rest and goes all the way back. And he has a Chesto Berry, so it wakes up immediately. So all my just constant killing will gone. So I knock off whatever. He didn't even have an item, so that was pointless. So now, he has extremely high stats. I hit him, and then Liepard dies. So that's 4-4. And I send out Landorus, because he can't get poisoned. And I hit it with a Focus Blast. So now I'm still higher than him, but that Registeel was annoying. So then he uses Sacred Fire. I bring out the Sludge Wave. It does a decent amount, although not as much as I would have hoped. Landorus can't use any ground-type moves, but yeah. So it dies from a Flame Charge. Ho-Oh gets high speed. And I thought I was going to win, but at this point I'm kind of questioning it. He uses Sacred Fire. Registeel survives. It gets burned, but I use Thunder Wave to paralyze it so that I can get it down before Registeel dies. And it survives with 1 health, and it roosts. So Registeel is pretty much dead. He uses one more Seismic Toss, and then he roosts again. So at this point, I'm just kind of like, oh, come on. So I bring in Victory Bell, and he uses Knock Off, knocks off its Life Orb. And Ho-Oh's paralyzed. That's with me again. Knock Off again, because I'm pretty sure I'd like Power Whip and Sunny Day. So he brings out Volcarona. It literally loses half its health. I use Knock Off. It loses its Life Orb. It hidden powers my Victory Bell to death. So I bring out Kricketune, who's probably like the worst Pokemon you can have. But I learned from this battle that it doesn't suck. He kills the X-Scissor. Well, actually, he didn't show me anything because Ho-Oh died from the Stealth Rocks. So that was a pretty uneventful way to lose. Just, you know, go Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh fainted. So that was kind of a letdown for him, probably. But anyway, there's the 3rd episode of Pokemon Showdown. I'll see if I can find some kind of alternative. We'll probably have to do, like, the camera method. Because the only way you can really record footage is through, like, promo stuff. Because if I could, that would be awesome. But until then, I'll just have to do emulators. Maybe I'll start a new series or something. But, yeah. Thank you for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe if you like our stuff. And please note that I'm not the only one on this channel. I'm just the only one who's able to do anything without the capture card at the moment. So, yeah. See you guys.